Okay, welcome again to our discussion. We now move to Article 1.2.3 of the Philippine Electrical Code. So, in this section, we focuses on two situations that look simple on the surface but are actually high risk in real life. That is the temporary electrical installation and reconnection of long disconnected services. These are the situation where people usually say, sandali lang naman, di ba? Or ibabalik lang naman ang kuryente or connection. And that is exactly why the code becomes very strict here. So let's continue. So as we go deeper in this Article 1.2.3, it is classified as a special provision. Okay? Special provision exists because not all electrical situations are equal. Ibig sabihin, hindi ito ordinaryong sitwasyon. So, temporary systems and long-unused systems behave differently from normal installation. Because of that, the code steps in early not to punish, but to guide professionals away from danger. Kaya ang role ng code dito ay hindi para manghuli, kundi para umiwas tayo sa aksidente bago pa mangyari. Sa field kasi, kapag narinig ninyo na ang mga sinasabi ng tao, sandali lang naman di ba? Testing lang naman di ba? So, pwede na yan, gumagana naman. Usually, dyan nagsisimula ang violation. Okay? So, to understand this, let's look at the reality. Temporary installation and long unused system carry higher risk than standard installation. So, minsan nga sinasabi ng iba, mas mabuti pa bagong installation kaysa sa luma, di ba? So, they are more exposed kasi yung mga luma at yung temporary to more neglected yan, more exposed, and more likely to fail. So, that is why Article 1.2.3 is designed to achieve three things: prevent electrical fires, prevent electrocution of personnel, and ensure public safety. So, nasa Philippine Electrical Code yan. Okay? So, with those risks in mind, the code first addresses temporary electrical installation. This is covered under Rule 1.2.3.1. So, temporary installation are common, like in construction sites, events, temporary offices, but common does not mean safe, di ba? So, the code treats temporary power with the same seriousness as permanent power. So, at alam nyo na ang kasunod na linya na maririnig natin, temporary lang naman po yan, sir. Pero, sabi ng code, teka lang, permit muna. Okay? So, when we say temporary installation, we are referring to any electrical setup not intended to be permanent. So typically, example include construction site power, temporary lightings for events, project site offices, and temporary generators or panels. And here is the key reminder emphasized by the code. Even if it is temporary, it is still dangerous electricity. Temporary installation means hindi pang forever, di ba? Pero kahit hindi forever, kuryente pa rin yan. Sa site kasi, kahit temporary, pwede pa rin makakuryente. Okay, tandaan natin yan. Pwede pa rin mag-spark yan, magsimula ng sunog. Pwede pa rin pagsimula ng sunog yung mga open wirings, di ba? So kahit hindi marunong ang kuryente magbasa ng temporary sign, kailangan niya ng permit. Okay? So, this is the heart of Rule 1.2.3.1. Temporary does not mean exempt. The same procedure requires for permanent installation must still be followed. So, una, secure an electrical permit, undergo inspection, and obtain a certificate of inspection. In simple terms, no shortcuts, no unlicensed work, no exception. Okay? Ang sagot kasi ng code dyan, mga katropa, is temporary does not mean exemption. Exempt ka na. Permit pa rin. So, inspection pa rin ang kailangan. Certificate pa rin ang i-issue. Sa madaling salita, walang shortcut kahit may dahilan. Okay? So, another critical points is time. Okay? So, temporary installation are allowed only for the period stated in the certificate of inspection. Once the period expires, the temporary electrical setup must be removed. Leaving it installed beyond the approved time actually is already a code violation. Even if nothing has gone wrong, di ba? Pag lumampas na sa validity, dapat nang tanggalin, dapat nang tumigil, di ba? Kung hindi, kahit gumagana pa, violation na yan. Sa site, ang tawag dyan, gumagana pero bawal. Pwede ka namang humingi ng extension. So, kailangan sabihin mo yan sa otoridad, sa OBO or OBO Electrical Engineers, di ba? So, if the temporary installation is still needed, so the code provide proper process. An application must be filed for an extension or renewal of electrical permit. So, alam yan ng mga construction management, ng mga contractor, owners. So, approval must come from Office of the Building Officials and permit must be signed by the building official or the OBO Electrical Engineer. So, alam yan ng mga bagong OBO natin. So, ini-implement nila yan. So, the reminder here is firm. You cannot extend it on your own. Okay? You cannot ignore the expiry date ng temporary. So, pwede i-extend pero hindi basta-basta. Kailangan renewal ng permit, approval ng OBO, perma ng OBO EE, hindi pwedeng extend by faith na lang, di ba? So, to continue, from temporary power, the discussion now shifts to another sensitive situation at site, reconnection of disconnected services. So this is governed by the Rule 1.2.3.4. So this rule applies when electricity has been cut off for significant length of time. So next scenario, anong maririnig natin sa site? Sir, ibabalik lang naman po ang kuryente, baka pwede na. So ito na ang Rule 1.2.3.4 pumapasok. Madali pakinggan pero mataas ang risk, lalo na kung matagal nang patay ang linya. Bakit kaya? Let's see. Mayroon tayong tinatawag na the 1-year rule. Nasa code po natin yan. The code draw a clear line of 1 year. If electrical service has been disconnected for more than 1 year, reconnection is not automatic. Typically, itong mga ganitong scenario is like abandoned houses, closed buildings, and long vacant commercial spaces. After 1 year, the system is treated as unknown and potentially unsafe. Bakit? Di ba? Kapag higit sa 1 taon nang walang kuryente, hindi na automatic ang balik niyan. Sa site, hindi sapat ang mukhang okay pa naman. Yung wiring, di ba? So, ano ba ang dapat kailangan? Bakit ba yan pinagbabawal? The dangers of dormant wiring ay eto. The reason for this rule becomes obvious when we consider what happened over time. Dormant wiring may suffer from deterioration, rodent damage, moisture entering conduits, or changes in electrical standards. Because of this risk, the code no longer assumes the system is safe for prolonged disconnection. At ang pinakadelikado, akala mo okay na, pero hindi pala. Kaya need mo itong ipa-inspect. Minsan, shortcut yung mga may-ari, shortcut yung ibang mga contractor, wag na, kapapakabit na nila. Pero hindi po yan kasama sa compliance ng code. Possibility, pag may nangyari, ididinaya ng mga insurance kasi you never follow the code. Okay? So, the mandatory step before reconnection ay eto, sabi ng code. Because safety can no longer be assumed, the code requires one mandatory step. Before reconnection, a new certificate of final electrical inspection must be secured. The rule is very clear. No certificate means no reconnection. At yan po yung nire-respeto ng mga DU natin or mga distribution utilities like Meralco. Hindi pwedeng try lang natin o dapat po ipa-inspect natin. Okay? The correct reconnection process follow a clear sequence. First, the entire electrical system is inspected. So, sino ba mag-i-inspect niyan? So, siyempre, yung mga registered master electrician natin or electrical engineer or sinong gusto nyo, basta po yung qualified. Okay? Second, it must pass inspection and meet current standards. So, may makikita siguro dyan a little correction. So, yung mga open wirings na posibleng nakain na ng daga o mayroon ng mga kinakalawang o mayroon ng mga wala na yung mga termination, sira na. So, yan ang yung i-correct before proper reconnection. Kasi tapos lilinisin po yung mga panel, yung mga termination boxes kasi baka pagbuhay ng kuryente doon magsimula ang sunog. Okay? Third, a new certificate of is it must pass inspection and meet current standard. Third is new certificate of final electrical inspection is issued. Only then the utility can restore power. Skipping any step is not just unsafe, it is illegal and code violation. Kapag may nilaktawan tayo dito o hindi ginawa, violation yan, liability agad yan, tatanggihan ng insurance yan kung anong mangyari. Kung malaking construction yung ginagawa ninyo or restoration or reconnection, tapos after a week after ganyan, nasunog, tapos magki-claim ng insurance, hindi tatanggapin ng insurance. Alam nila yan, hindi ka dumaan sa tamang procedure. Sasabihin lang naman dyan is faulty wiring, di ba? Kasi hindi nga nagpa-inspect. Okay? So, at this point, Article 1.2.3 can be summarized clearly. Temporary installation follow the same permit and inspection rules and must be removed after the validity period unless formally extended. Reconnection after more than 1 year requires a new inspection and new certificate. So, temporary, big sabihin, may permit, may expiry. Old system or reconnection, so bagong inspection dapat. Okay? So, all of the rules we discussed can be remembered in one sentence. Temporary power still needs permits and old power for reconnection needs new inspection. If this principle is followed, most violation under Article 1.2.3 can be avoided. So, understanding this special provision is part of professional growth. Compliance with the code is not a one-time task. It is an ongoing commitment to safety, accountability, and public trust. Ganyan trumabaho ang mga professional electrical engineers, RME, REE, and PEE. Next short series is Article 1.3. So pag-aralan naman natin, maraming magkakamali dito sa electrical plans and specification. So join me in one of the posts about it. Bilang professional, ayaw nating marinig dito sa topic natin na sana pala nagpa-inspect ako or akala ko okay na. Mas gusto nating marinig, buti na lang, sumunod tayo sa code. Iba na ang merong alam, di ba? So, well guys, this concludes our discussion of Article 1.2.3. The code reminds us that a special situation demand extra care, stricter procedure, and professional discipline. In the end, tandaan natin, ang code ay hindi pampahirap ito ay pang-iwas sa problema, disgrasya at aberya. So please share this information to our electrical friends connection so that we are on the same page. Thank you very much for watching.